All right, and now without further ado, I know that you're not here to see me, but you're here to see Jason Earles. Please come on up.
Hey everybody, thanks for coming out. I just wanted to very quickly thank the dairy farmers for sponsoring my appearance here today. And this is, I think, the 6th Southern Women's Show that I've been able to attend, and they've been great to me. And I've had an amazing time every time I've come out. So we're going to do a little Q&A. You guys can ask questions about the show. You guys can ask questions about the different cast members. We just finished shooting Hannah Montana, the movie, in July, so you can ask me some questions about that. And then we'll do the autograph signing a little bit later, and we'll just sort of hang out and have fun today. So.
And Jason, there was just one more thing. I had one special shirt for Jason too. So we just wanted to present this to him on behalf of the dairy farmers. There you go.
Cool. So, as you can tell, I'm sort of goofy, a little bit like on the show. I hate listening to myself talk for no reason, so I'm just going to go ahead and open it up for questions now. And anything you guys want to know about, just go ahead and ask. We've got 2 ladies with microphones. She's going to go around. Anybody's got their hand up, we'll answer some questions.
What did you do for your Hannah Montana audition?
For the Hannah Montana audition, we just did a couple of scenes from the pilot, and then what a lot of people don't know is Jackson was a totally different character when we first started. Like right now, Jackson's sort of goofy and he's got lots of energy and he falls down a lot and he fights with his sister and he's like sort of normal but just like really sort of high energy and crazy, right? In the pilot, he was really sort of shy and didn't really know how to deal with the fact that his sister was really famous, and he had a big orangutan hand puppet named Fletcher. And he would talk through this hand puppet, so I would be shy, and then the puppet would be like, "You smell like bananas," and it was like really bizarre. But we changed that like 3 days before we shot the pilot, and then so now Jackson is sort of normal like he is now. But anyway, just a couple of regular scenes from the pilot.
Okay, I've got a question over here.
Okay.
Obviously, you're not from the South, so how do you prepare before taping your Southern accent?
Yeah, before the pilot, we were maybe 2 days away from shooting the pilot, and then all of a sudden one of the producers goes, "Now, why does he not sound like them? Maybe he should have a Southern accent too." So I just listened to Billy Ray and Miley talk, because Billy Ray was, I think he was born in Kentucky, and then Miley was born in Tennessee, and they raised her in Tennessee, and so they really do have the real accents. I just listened to them and sort of copied them.
Do you have a girlfriend?
I do have a girlfriend. Yeah, I know. And she's shorter than me, which is awesome.
Who are some of the guest stars that are going to be in the Hannah Montana movie?
In the Hannah Montana movie, there's a bunch of people actually in the Hannah Montana movie. Taylor Swift, she sings in the movie. Rascal Flatts, they show up in the movie. Tyra Banks, she does some little thing in it. Everybody's like, "Ooh." I'm in it, which is cool. I was excited to find out that I was going to be in the movie. Who else? Vanessa Williams, who's on Ugly Betty, she plays a pretty good sized role actually in the movie. Actually, there's quite a few people in it. Yeah.
Were you shy the first setting of the movie? First screening?
I'm not a very shy guy in real life. I'm pretty outgoing, but I was a little nervous when we first started shooting the show. Not so much for the movie, because I've already done 65 episodes of Jackson and I sort of know what that character is like, and so I wasn't nervous to play him in the movie. But when we first started doing audience shows for Hannah Montana, I got really nervous the first time we were doing it in front of a live audience, so it took a couple of weeks to get used to that.
What's your favorite part of being Jackson and Hannah Montana?
I just like how crazy I get to be. I like on the show, like, I get to dress up in all sorts of crazy outfits, like I did Ozzy Osbourne and Elvis and Bucky Kentucky, and The one that I wasn't very excited about was, did you see the one where Rico had me play his magician's assistant? And I had to wear the red dress? Wasn't my favorite, but I just like the fact that I get to sort of dress up and do all these sort of crazy characters on the show. Oh, the mic is... it's quiet.
I have a technical issue. We've got a question right here.
Technical difficulties.
What is your favorite song on Hannah Montana?
My favorite Hannah Montana song, it sort of changes depending on my mood, but one of the songs that I really like is Bottom of the Ocean on her new CD. I think it's a really cool, like it's a nice song and I like the way it sounds and I think it's sweet, but when I found out why she wrote it, it sort of made me giggle. Like, does anybody know why she wrote the song Bottom of the Ocean? Her fish died. And she was just devastated and she didn't know how to deal with the grief, so she wrote this song, Bottom of the Ocean. Thus, the fish and the flushing at the bottom of the... So I think it's really funny, like where it came from, but it ended up being a really nice song, so... Yeah, so that's probably my favorite one right there, Bottom of the Ocean. Did we get the mic working on the Zoom? Yeah?
What's the most embarrassing...
Oh, they turned it up loud. No, it's okay. You're good.
What's the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you on set?
The most embarrassing... Well, I don't get embarrassed very easily, but just as a warning, this is a little gross. Okay? A little gross. There's been a couple of times where I have to do a physical stunt. Like I'll fall down or I'll jump up real quick, or like I pick Rico up and carry him up the beach and throw him over the berm. And sometimes, like, I don't know if you've ever like lifted really fast, like after lunch, and you have bubbles in this, and you go. That's happened a couple of times, and that's always embarrassing.
Got one right here.
What do you do when you're not shooting Hannah Montana?
When we're not shooting Hannah Montana, I like to do a bunch of different things. I like to go snowboarding. That's one of my all-time favorite things to do. I play a lot of video games, like way more video games than I should. I have a little scooter, like a sort of like a little Vespa scooter, like not quite a motorcycle, but it's a scooter, you know, gas-powered. And I like to just cruise around the neighborhood and, you know, drive around on that. And I watch a lot of TV. We work a lot though, so I don't have a lot of time outside of the show right now.
All right, we've got one.
Do you know Michaela?
Michaela, are you talking about Selena Gomez, who plays Michaela on the show? I've met her, yes. She's been on the show a couple of times, and then also I got to hang out with her a little bit when we shot the Disney Channel games in Orlando this last summer, and she's very nice, actually.
Thank you.
Okay, here's one right here.
Stage right.
Mackenzie,
That's her name.
Okay.
do you have any brothers or sisters?
Yes, I do. I actually come from a big family. I have 3 brothers and 1 sister, and I'm right in the middle. And that's actually one of the reasons why I got into acting, is because I was sort of that classic forgotten middle child where I never got any attention. So I started doing plays because that was the one thing that I knew my mom and dad would come and watch me at school, and my brothers and my sister would watch me in the play, and all of their attention would be on me. And so I got all the attention when I was acting. So that was one of the reasons why I started early on.